Hello and welcome to Juras6x's world. My name's Juras6x and this is my world. On the last episode we were able to get into the Nether and we managed to get a lot of quartz as well as some various bits of loot which has come in useful or will do in the near future. So on this episode what we're looking to do is build this contraption behind me. You may notice it's the ImpulseSV item sorter. We're going to put this in a silo. So this here will be the silo, grain silo that goes next to our barn. So we're going to have four of these item sorters internally. Going to sort our pumpkins and melons from the farm we built last time. Also going to put a cactus farm and a sugarcane farm on top of that. So been trying out a few different designs here. I think the iron bars seem to be the one that works the best. So we'll be able to put that in here as well and get everything coming down into one central area. Probably have the door here with the item sorted just inside. So let's get to it and we'll start building this right now. So this is the ImpulseSV item sorter. What I'll do is I'll put a link of it in the description down below. But basically it allows us to sort all items without there being an issue of it overflowing. So it just locks the hopper and only lets items through that we've selected, or the one item through that we've selected. So it's very good for these sort of storage systems where we just want a lot of one item or quite a bit of one item. So what we'll do is we'll stack four of these double chests on top of each other, and then we're going to have four in a row, and that's to sort our pumpkins and melons which are already being farmed. We'll have our cactus farm which will go on top, and we'll also have a sugarcane farm. So this grain silo, as we're calling it, will be quite tall, but that's pretty standard for farming. So it will look in context with our barn, but also it will hide this item sorter, and when we're doing villager trading or something like that, we can just run in here, open up, grab a load, put it into a shulker box, and then go over to our villager traders or however we decide to do it in the future. So what we'll do is we'll get this built. I think I'm going to need to go for a sleep soon. Felt a lot closer to night time than it actually was. So let's start by building this. So we'll do 4 across, and then this new mechanic is, I'm still getting used to this new chest mechanic where you can put them next to each other. It was a lot, see, done it again. It was a lot harder in the past to sort of, you had to have trap chests with a normal chest so that you could keep things separate, whereas this new mechanic makes it a bit more useful, a bit better. You don't have to have a trap chest, which obviously saves on materials, but this way is just learning. Why are you doing that? See, quite a few mechanics that I'm still learning. So yeah, this will be done, and then we can start with a bit of the redstone in just a second. We got there. Right, so let's get the hoppers going into the backs of each one of these. So using up quite a lot of the iron that we've managed to harvest so far, but this will be very much worthwhile in the long run. It just allows us to start collecting these items rather than having to wait for it once we get to a position. So as you can see, we're going to start building the redstone portion of it. So we'll get the hopper going into the top of these ones, and then it will make this bit a bit easier to build out. Hang on, this is shorter. How have I done this? Have I built it? Oh, don't tell me that. I've built it one too far forward. Okay, so I'm going to rip this down and then come back to you. So that's the storage silo, or the storage part of the build done. So we've got everything. I've tested it out, so we've got everything coming in as it should be. Also thrown in some random items which were ending up in here, which was good. So all seems to be working. Just got to make sure you put the comparators on the back, and then this, by having 3 bits of redstone, that just means that it doesn't, when it backs up, it doesn't let anything through, or it doesn't affect the sort of section next to it. So that works really well. Also, we've got a bit of space down here, so what I think I'll do is just to have sort of a compost. Ooh, I forgot about that. So all of these items can be composted to make bone meal. So maybe that's something else. Hello. Hello, where did you come from? Snuck in behind. Well, that's pretty much useless, because I can make brown dye. Well, or I could do if I got some cocoa, got white, got all this. Sorry, buddy, no use to me. Should I? Urgh. Come on, move on. Yeah, so we can also put in a composter here, so that might be something to look at. Not quite sure how we'll fit that in at the moment, but what I'll do next is, I think I might build the... Oh, actually, could we? No, probably not enough space to put a sugarcane farm in the back there. So what we'll do, we'll build this on top of that. So we'll get a slab platform or a stone brick platform, and then we can build a water stream, so it just naturally goes over to one of these, and that will start filtering out some cactuses as well. So let's get that going and we'll go from there. So as you can tell, we've built a monstrosity right here, but it is actually working. So we've got our filter system, which is bringing in all of our items. So we've got cactus, pumpkin, melon, sugarcane, and then this will be for bone meal. At the moment, I'm just double checking the filter. So I've taken out the composter, but as soon as I'm happy, we'll put the composter back in, and then we'll start getting bone meal, especially once these have backed up. Also place down some temporary blocks, thinking about how we're going to decorate it. So using these iron blocks, I think I want to do the whole thing so it looks like corrugated steel or something like that. We also have this underneath, so in grain silos, I think they have like a sieve, for lack of a better word, to filter out the grains so that they can pump it into the back of the tractor. This is where potentially it would be coming into a pipe into the top, and then these are just temporary blocks until I have enough iron blocks, which will be the ladder. So once we get up here, I can show you the other 2 farms that are now built and ready to go. So we have the sugarcane farm. Just want to put a light there. So this has got the observers, and as soon as the sugarcane gets 3 high, it activates, and then it'll punch all of the sugarcane into the water stream, which then drops down into the cactus water stream. So let's just pop down here. So down here oh no, that really wasn't what I wanted to do. Let's climb back up and I can show you, but you should be able to have seen enough. Unfortunately, got to go to the top. There we go. So we've got the cactus, and as soon as they grow, these iron bars force the cactus to break off, so they just pop off, like 99% end up in the water, and then they just go into this hopper here. Same with the sugarcane. At first I built it that way, but because the hopper is just off center, most of them were getting stuck here, so I've rebuilt it the other way, so they drop off down this central and then just fly in that way. And then we've got down here is from our pumpkin and melon farm in our barn, which I've just extended a little bit to make use of that extra space where we have this water stream coming in here on the ice. Oh, and there we go, gone, cactus gone. So other than sort of coating this in iron blocks, the only other job that we can do now is to build a dome above it to come out to this sort of stone wall. So what I think I'll do, just to make sure that we've got sort of the right angles and everything, is I'll grab some soil, build the circle, and then we can build the dome on top of it. So I'll probably build it at the block above this height, above the observer, and then we'll build up. So I'll go grab those blocks and we'll do a time lapse of the build. And I've spent about 2 hours mining down in our mine, unsurprisingly. Did a bit of spelunking as well, and we've got quite a few iron blocks and quite a few diamonds. You know I like diamonds. Look at my shiny armor. And although we've got quite a few iron blocks, unfortunately this is as high as we got. So I think we're gonna need to come up with plan B in terms of getting this completely covered in iron blocks to sort of look like that corrugated iron. So I think what we'll have to do is go and find another village, because we only have our one villager up there. Unfortunately everyone else was sort of taken care of by the zombies. But that's not a problem. We'll go and get some more villagers. I believe I saw one somewhere over here around the jungle. We'll bring back a couple of villagers and we'll start a villager farm. Be nice to get a few more people, a few more villagers back in the village. Also want to start working on the buildings. Got a tractor, need to do a villager farm for wheat and grain. Might also do carrots as well, so we'll have another silo. I don't think it's going to be quite as big, probably thinner and probably shorter. Let's hope, because we need a lot of iron. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this has turned out. I think the only thing that isn't quite working as well as I'd hoped is our sugarcane. We are getting some, it's just very slow, so that's fine. Also put the composter back in now, so that will start producing bone meal once these fill up. It's going to take a while, but we will get there quite quickly with these two. I think they seem to be producing quite quickly, so that's that. What else have we done? I think we've been doing a bit more decor. We've got these doors now on our barn. Bit more going on here. We also still need to do the sheep farm. One of our poor sheep's got shot by an arrow. Yeah, that was me. That wasn't ideal. And then when it's been raining, I've got this lovely little fishing key that I've been throwing my rod off. Got an enchanted rod with lure and luck of the sea, so just been doing a bit of fishing here whenever it starts to rain and it's not night time, just see what we get from that. And we do actually have a couple of pufferfish which already I've used to create some underwater breathing potions, so we will be using those at some point when we go and take over an ocean monument, which we've already found one, so we know where they are. What did maybe up here? Nope. Potions anywhere? There we go. Water potions there, so we'll start using those, and we'll have a good journey. So thank you for joining me again on this episode. Also going to put in some links to some videos which I found useful for the barn, for the silos, and for the item filters, so check them out. They were really helpful for me, and if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. It's me, Juras6x, and Juras6x World.